We've got the co-preseason Defensive Player of the Year. What a big game this past Saturday for the Aztecs in that loss to Arizona with 8 tackles. Patrick McMORRIS, San Diego State star safety, joining us right now on John and Jim. Patrick, we appreciate your time. Hope you're doing well today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
So I want to start with this. As a football player, how do you compartmentalize, so to speak? Because it's not like you're going to win every single game as much as you would like to. So how long do you stay frustrated with what happened on Saturday, and when do you turn the page to the next week?
Well, personally, I've been frustrated since the loss, but we got in together today and just got past it, went over the film, and then came out here today and fixed the corrections.
What things do you guys need to fix the most going into this Saturday? What things on last Saturday against Arizona were an area of concern that you went into this week? Okay, we need to fix that.
Most importantly, tackling. That was a big emphasis when we came in today, was missed tackles. Second is playing the ball, and then getting to the QB.
Patrick McMORRIS with us right now. Again, the preseason Defensive Player of the Year in the Mountain West. San Diego State will play Idaho State on Saturday at 5 p.m. with pregame coverage beginning at 3 p.m. Patrick, what does it mean to you to have the responsibility that you have in this defense, right? That Aztec safety position in a 3-3-5. How much responsibility is there on your position in this defense?
It's a big responsibility. Everybody's relying on me to make the play, especially because our defense has kind of relied on everybody pushing the ball towards me, so just me having to be a sure tackler, and then especially being vocal on the defense, getting both the DBs and the linebackers where we need to be.
Patrick, for you, what does it mean to be a captain on this team?
It's a great feeling, especially because I had the team vote for me to be captain 1 out of the 4. So that's a big, thank you to the team. That just means that they trusted me and rely on me to do what I do on the field and off the field.
Patrick McMORRIS with us right now on John and Jim. Patrick, I know you're not going to make excuses, for the way that Saturday went, but when you think about the conditions and both teams played in it, San Diego State and Arizona, for you and your teammates, was it a factor in your performance this weekend, the temperatures, or not?
Like I said, I feel like just the biggest issue was tackling, so I don't want to put anything on the temperature or the game atmosphere. First game at Snapdragon Stadium, it was a great atmosphere. We should just been better on both sides of the ball, especially defense. Like I said, tackling, getting to the QB, and getting off the field.
So, yeah, first game at Snapdragon, it did not go the way you guys wanted it. It was 1,000,000 degrees on the field. It was tough. But there is some positives there, right? What were some positives to take away from Saturday for you guys?
First game, get a feel for the stadium, saw what we, like you said, needed to correct. It's just the first game, first loss versus a very good Pac-12 team. And like I said, we got to come out this week more prepared physically and just go out there and do what we do best.
What is it about this defense, Patrick? Again, Patrick McMORRIS joining us right now from San Diego State, co-defensive player of the year. Aztecs have Idaho State coming up Saturday at 5 with pregame coverage at 3 p.m. What is it about your defense that allows it to be so good in terms of forcing turnovers? Because even Saturday, you go down 17-3, but you get a fumble recovery, you get an interception. You got your team right back in the football game mid-second quarter. What is it about this defense that is so opportunistic with turnovers?
Well, to start off with interceptions, our D-line is getting pressure on the QB, getting a hand up when the ball's thrown, making the QB having to adjust to where they're throwing. That's one thing on interception. The fumble is just kind of working the ball when you get in the tackle, keeping them up and trying to get the ball out.
Patrick, going back to the stadium, what was your first impression when you guys ran out on the field to the fans, to the show, and the locker rooms? What was your first impression of all that?
It's amazing. They did a really good job in the minimal time that they had to build up the stadium. The atmosphere was great. The fans were great. The student section was great. And I just kind of disappointed to come off the field as a loss, so hoping to get back this week, like I said, and change the narrative.
Patrick, what is it like as a defensive player to play for Brady Hoke, who, of course, is regarded as one of the best defensive minds in football, brilliant defensive line coach? I know you don't play that position, but what is it like for you as a defensive player to play for Coach Hoke?
It's kind of funny. He goes in every meeting with a defensive mindset. So everything he's kind of saying, we're taking it all in as a defense. And as a head coach, this kind of means more coming for him. And like you said, he's a great defensive mind. He puts me in positions to make the play, like I said, and he relies on me to make the plays. So I'm just really thankful for him to be a coach, especially his nephew Kyle Hoke, my safeties coach as well.
Do you enjoy playing both? You mentioned your responsibility in the 3-3-5. You enjoy, obviously, your position as a safety, but you must like playing close to the line of scrimmage because you line up oftentimes, not in the secondary, but pretty close to that front group as well, right? You enjoy that?
Yes, sir. I love the physicality of the game, getting in there, and just hitting somebody, having to run on the field and not touch anybody is kind of a boring aspect of the game. And like I said, I'm a physical player, and I just like getting in there.
So you had a stick, and correct me if I'm wrong, you made a play on a ball in the first half before their 4th and inches, right? You made a really good play coming up towards the line of scrimmage on that 3rd down. Maybe Arizona's first possession of the game. You remember that hit? Was that your best hit of the weekend?
I think so. Like I said, it was 3rd and short. Got him to a 4th and 1, but we couldn't get out the field, which was the biggest thing. And like I said, that was one of the main points that we came in here today and try to focus on.
Well, Patrick, we wish you the best of luck. We're looking forward to next Saturday, again, against Idaho State at Snapdragon Stadium. Tickets are available right now. GoAztecs.com. 5 o'clock is the kick time. Our pregame coverage right here on San Diego Sports 760 will begin at 3 p.m. And, Patrick, thanks for taking a few minutes for us today.
No, thank you for having me.